ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
Hello, everyone. Coming up on ABC7 News at Noon, a man wanted for the murder of his girlfriend is found hiding at a home in Greene. Plus, the longtime fire chief from Dover Foxcroft says he may be stepping down, but his days of fighting fires are far from over. And a look at a new facility in Waterville that will be the center of a thriving art scene. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Craig Colson, sitting in today for Susan Farley. We begin today with a check of the weather. That's what everybody's talking about this noon. A big storm is causing problems in other parts of the country, and parts of it are heading this way. By this time tomorrow, we should be seeing some snowflakes flying here in the area. The big question is, how much and for how long will that snow fall here in the area? For more on what we can expect, let's turn things over to Devin Biggs.
All righty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks, across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Here we go. We have alerts in effect. Our next system is moving in. It caused some issues across other parts of the country, and it's about to be our turn. Winter storm watches up for western parts of the state. We also have storm watches that are in effect here until Saturday at 7 a.m. The winter storm watch in effect until 1 p.m. Saturday. We'll pull this map further off towards the east, and we'll get this a queue up. This is a gale watch. It's also up until Saturday at about 4 p.m. So lots of alerts in effect, though, as we're ready for our next system. I'll be getting to move in. There's been a few returns on the radar, but things are really starting to back off. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky today and also in the parts of tonight. But this is our next system. Here it is right here. It's tracking off towards the south and west, moving to the north and east. Quite a bit of ice taking place just to the north of Washington and even in parts of Pennsylvania. So definitely not a good situation going on there. But for now, we're quiet. But our next system will be moving in rather soon. Futurecast for today, a mostly cloudy sky. Nothing too exciting going on here. Later on tonight, we'll be under a mostly cloudy sky again and more clouds tomorrow before our next system begins to approach. And, of course, gusty winds as well. Those will be out of the northeast at around 50 miles per hour at times. Some gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Can't be ruled out. Most of the wind along the coast, but some gusty winds on land cannot be ruled out either. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, plenty of clouds, temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, Devin, we'll look forward to that a little later on. I think forecasters are saying at this point around 3 to 6 inches here in the Bangor area, maybe more depending on where you live. Again, the full forecast coming up just a little later on. Well, in today's news, the manhunt has ended for an accused killer in southern Maine. The state police announced 40-year-old Eddie Massey has been taken into custody. Massey was wanted for the alleged murder of his girlfriend. The body of 25-year-old Lucretia Howard was found Sunday in the hallway of an apartment building in Lewiston. Authorities say the manhunt came to an end just after midnight when Massey was located at a home on Allen Pond Road in the town of Greene. The state police tactical team carried out a search warrant, and Massey was arrested and transported to the Androscoggin County Jail. Fire crews responded to a garage fire in Emden yesterday afternoon. First responders say it was fully involved when they arrived at that home on the Kennebec Road. According to Anson Fire Department, the fire started in a wood stove before spreading to the rest of the garage. They say the structure is a total loss, as you can see from this video. The property owner reported the fire just after 1 p.m. Anson, Madison, Starks, and Solon fire departments all responded and knocked it down in about 10 minutes. Officials we spoke with believe the fire was accidental, but the cause is being investigated further by the State Fire Marshal's office. The Bangor Police Department isn't giving up on the search for a missing man. They're once again asking the public to help find 38-year-old Graham Lacker. He hasn't been seen since walking away from the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Hospital in Bangor back on June 6th. Police say despite many searches and calls of potential sightings from the public, none of those have resulted in locating him. Police are once again asking anyone who might have seen him or have information that can help to please contact the police department. More information about the case may be found or shared on the Facebook page, which is maintained by Lacker's family. 2 boaters are happy to be back with their families after being rescued at sea. The men were transporting a sailboat from New Jersey down to the Florida Keys when the vessel became disabled. That was back on November 27th. A big search was launched when their families hadn't heard from them in over a week, and then relief finally came Tuesday when the sailboat was spotted by a passing tanker ship. The 2 men and their pet dog were taken aboard and later picked up by the Coast Guard. The sailboat was later discovered with a missing mast, and it didn't have any fuel or power. A local fire chief has decided to step down from his position to make way for the next generation. Devin Dagnall met with him to commemorate his decades of service.
After 38 years serving as the fire chief for Dover-Foxcroft, Joe Guyot is stepping down.
It's been a good run. It has. It's been rewarding.
Guyot says he made the decision because he felt it's just time to pass on the torch. After building his decades-long legacy, he says it's time for a new one to start.
What's kept you in the station this many years?
The love of it. The love of the fire service. It's, not only in Dover, but statewide, nationally, and the whole works. I made some damn good friends.
With over 50 years of service, Guyot says he's experienced a lot of success and challenges. But one of the things he's most proud of is the fire department museum that he helped establish.
That started probably 20 years ago on a dream, my dream, of keeping the old stuff.
The museum is filled with equipment, pictures, and memorabilia of past firefighters, not just from Dover-Foxcroft, but from all over the state. Guyot now hopes to have more time dedicated to the museum, opening it more often for the public. To be clear, though, the 81-year-old firefighter says that just because he's stepping down from his position, it doesn't mean that he plans on retiring anytime soon. As he puts it, he's just trading in his white helmet for a black one.
People on the street stop me and say, "Hey, well, you're retiring. How come? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?" I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here in the department. I'm going to stay in the department until, maybe they push dirt in my face or, whatever it is. But, no, this is my life. I can't walk away from it.
In Dover-Foxcroft, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
We'd also like to send our best to Chief Guyot, although it doesn't sound like he's going anywhere anytime soon. Glad to hear it, too. In other news this noon, Governor Mills is urging Mainers who lack affordable health care to sign up for coverage through the state's health insurance marketplace before the deadline. Today is the last day to enroll to avoid a gap in coverage in 2023. Those who sign up by midnight will have coverage effective on January 1st. The governor encouraged those who are uninsured to check their eligibility and enroll for coverage by visiting coverme.gov.
I know everybody in Maine is busy trying to get everything done that they can and contending with the higher costs of everything from eggs to heating oil, but this is an important thing too and can save you a lot of money come January 1st.
Well, if you miss the deadline, you can sign up by January 15th in order to have coverage starting on February 1st. A busy roadway in Old Town will be closed tonight for some emergency work. The Department of Transportation says Stillwater Avenue will be shut down for traffic so crews can repair a water pipe that's hanging beneath the bridge. They'll have to close the area around the Llewellyn Estes Bridge while the work is being carried out. The closure will take place from 10 o'clock tonight until 4 o'clock Friday morning. Drivers will have to take a detour to make it around the construction. If they don't get it done tonight, they'll have to return next week sometime during the night and continue the work. And the Ellsworth Police Department is trying to find the rightful owner of a large sum of money. Officials say it was found December 11th along a sidewalk near the Circle K store in town. The police department hopes to hear from the person who lost it. You'll have to identify the amount of money and what it was in when it was discovered in order to have it returned. Well, coming up on ABC7 News at noon, a look at the new Waterville Arts Center, and a UMaine professor drops by the studio to tell us about an event tonight that will teach people about the origins of our solar system. Don't go away. More ABC News at noon right after this.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
New Shark Tank Fridays on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Comfort Shoes and More. 19 Moosehead Trail, Newport. More than 40 years of helping people out of foot pain.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Happy holidays from Coastal Auto Parts, your locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts store, now featuring a whole line of Milwaukee tools. Happy holidays from Nana's Attic and Then Some, now open in the Mill Mall, Ellsworth. We have antiques, treasures, collectibles, furniture, and more. Make Complete Tire Incorporated your next stop for new tires, quality maintenance, and professional auto repair services, located in Ellsworth.
Portal Call in Bucksport is closing its doors after 17 years in business. All inventory is on sale, including Christmas jewelry, pajamas, socks, imports, including Harris tweed handbags, wallets, and purses from Scotland, woolen scarves from Ireland, gloves, alpaca socks, scarves, and hats. Also, all fragrance gifts, including Inish fragrances from Ireland, Man Bar soaps, hand-painted silk scarves, plush toys, sleep hoodies, and so much more. Perfect for Christmas shopping. Portal Call, 69 Main Street, Bucksport.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Waterville got to show off its brand new art center. Here's a preview of the new $18 million Paul J. Schuff Art Center located on Main Street in Waterville. The center will be a hub and destination for the visual and performing arts, art education, and film. The 32,000 square foot building was developed in partnership with Colby College and Waterville Creates and will be a place to showcase all of the artistic talents in the area.
Really, we're creating a new model for the ways in which an art museum can be in community and new ways for the arts to be in community.
It's unbelievable. The last 7 years has just been a period of transformation in Waterville, and it's really coming down to this building as the capstone of just nearly $200 million in total reinvestment.
You'll be able to see a wide variety of different art mediums on display in the new modern building. The official opening day is set for this Saturday. Well, time is running out if you're looking to get your Christmas tree with a holiday right around the corner. And if you already purchased a tree, you might have noticed the prices are up significantly from last year. Sprague's Nursery and Garden Center's General Manager, Melissa Higgins, says there are a few factors that contributed to the rise in cost this year.
We are paying people a lot more right now to do the Christmas tree harvest. There is nothing easy about Christmas tree farming. Fertilizer prices have doubled and tripled in some places, mostly because of trucking and where it's sourced.
Higgins says she expects the prices for Christmas trees to continue increasing if labor rates keep going up and fertilizer costs also continue to rise. Union Street, Hannaford, and Bangor has selected the beneficiary of its community bag program. The Coal Land Transportation Museum in Bangor will benefit from reusable bag sales from the store for the entire month of January. The museum is set to receive a $1 donation every time a Hannaford reusable bag is purchased at that Union Street location. Each month, Hannaford selects a new nonprofit to benefit from these sales. To learn more or submit your organization for eligibility, you can head on over to hannaford.2givelocal.com. Again, that's hannaford.2givelocal.com. It's a nice thing that Hannaford does every month to help the nonprofits in the area. Well, when we come back, we'll be hearing the latest on that winter storm that's going to bring a lot of snow to the state tomorrow. We'll also have a special guest in the studio to talk about the origins of our solar system. You too can tune into a special presentation tonight. That and more when we come back.
Trident Medical International's annual Maine Toy Drive is underway. Buy your toys at Bargain Depot in Newport and get 50% off. Drop-off locations are the Rolling Thunder in Newport and Herman Ambulance, 262 Billings Road, Herman. New unwrapped toys only. Deadline is December 20th.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out. Watch out. The insurance company's job is to do what's best for them, not you. Watch out. If you wait too long to hire a lawyer, it may hurt your case.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the Twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry and Associates watched out for me and got me $150,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations. 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Nana's Attic started many years ago for me. When I was a young fellow, I used to go with my grandmother, collecting antiques and selling antiques. I went on many trips with Nana as I was fascinated with the world of antiques and the history behind old things. They remind you of days that have gone by, but spark memories of youth and hanging out with loved ones that are no longer with us. Now I've made that dream a reality. First with my Ellsworth Flea Market, and now my own store, Nana's Attic and Then Some, located in the old Olympia Sports in Ellsworth, where you'll find treasures and antiques galore.
Dear Santa, my mom says I'm a good helper, but you didn't come last year. I just really hope this year when I wake up, I'm gonna see that you came to my house too.
Donate today.
Happy holidays from Disconnected Tattoo in Ellsworth. Gift certificates are available. Body art is the perfect gift that keeps giving all year round. Patriot Homes wishes everyone a happy holiday. Patriot Homes can tackle all of your building projects, mobile home to garages, porches, and decks. Happy holidays from Nana's Attic and Then Some. Now open in the Mill Mall, Ellsworth. We have antiques, treasures, collectibles, furniture, and more.
Our solar system was formed billions of years after our universe came into existence. That's one of the things a UMaine professor will be talking about tonight during a very special presentation, and everyone is welcome to check it out. Here's Emma Smith with her discussion with Dr. Neil Cummins.
Here with Neil Cummins. He's an astronomer and astrophysicist for the University of Maine. He's the author of 21 published astronomy trade and textbooks. His trade book, What If the Moon Didn't Exist?, has been made into a planetarium and theater show and was the theme to Mitsubishi's pavilion at the 2005 World Expo Aichi at Nagasaki in Japan. And he's taught at the University of Maine since 1978. Neil, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And you're here to talk about the Solar System Origins, When and Where the Solar System Came From program that's going on today at 3 p.m. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? It's both
Sure.
in person and virtual. So, yeah, go ahead and explain it a bit.
Sure. If you think about everything that there is in the world, you just look at something, it didn't exist. None of this stuff, nothing existed at the beginning of time. And so the question that I'm exploring is, where did we all come from?
Yeah.
How did we get here?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to, in a 1-hour talk, start literally at the beginning of time and take us through the last 13.7 billion years.
In 1 hour.
In 1 hour, and come out the other end, which is here we are.
Cool.
So, all of the atoms in our bodies, all of the radiation, the radio, the television waves, didn't exist. None of that stuff. It came later and in different stages. And so that's what I'm going to be exploring.
That's an impressive feat for 1 hour. Normally we see, you're a professor, so you're used to staging out discussions like this over a semester.
Correct.
How did you push it all together for 1 hour?
It was a very interesting experience. One of the things I do when I prepare, and I prepared this yesterday, by the way.
The best preparers are the last minute ones.
I guess. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
Hey, I am too, so I'm just biased.
One of the things I do when I prepare anything is that half of my mind is sitting in the seat of the person listening.
Yep.
And so what I do as I write a talk like this is put myself there and talk to the person that is going to be listening to make sure that what I say is sufficiently clear in a sufficiently short amount of time so that in the end the pieces will come together rather than fall apart.
Right, right. And I mean, it is meant for kind of the average person, right?
Absolutely.
This is meant for anybody to be able to come in and listen to. Cool.
That's exactly what it's all about.
So this is going to be at the Wilson Center in Castine, which is at 120 Perkins Street, but it's also online. So it says here you can receive a Zoom link. Just do it in advance. Give them some time to prepare, and you can email Haley at it's education@wilsonmuseum.org, and we'll have that link on our website. But Neil, can you talk about? I mean, what was this 2005 World Expo in Japan? What part did you have to play there?
Back in the day, we had something called the World's Fair. And I remember the 1964 World's Fair in New York City. I used to go to that, sit in a Mustang, brand new Mustang.
Yep.
And ride around the Ford Pavilion. Well, anyways, in 2005, they had an event. They call it now a World Expo instead of World Fair. And Mitsubishi approached me and asked if they could use What If the Moon Didn't Exist as the theme. Each country and company at a World Expo has a theme in their pavilion.
Cool.
And Mitsubishi's theme was What If the Moon Didn't Exist by me.
Awesome.
And so I helped create a show. It was a total immersion theater show with screens on all sides.
Yep.
So you felt like you were inside of these things. And it went for 1 year, which is the normal. And then it was bought by a resort in southern Japan, House Tambosh, House in the Forest. And for 17 more years, that show played every day.
Wow. Every day?
Every day.
For 17 years?
Yes.
Wow. So it was beloved.
Yes, and the company, the production company that worked with me on doing this told me that was the longest running show they've ever had. So
awesome.
It was very exciting.
Awesome. And you live right locally, and you've been doing this work all over the world.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Neil, very much for coming in. His show, the talk is at 3 p.m. tonight, so we'll have the information to attend that in person or virtually on our website. So thank you again, Neil.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Of course. We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scotts Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Here we go. So plenty of alerts to talk about now. A winter storm watch in the western parts of the state until 1 p.m. Significant accumulations of snow, maybe up to 6 inches or more in some spots, are possible. We do also have storm watches in effect until 7 a.m. Saturday along the coast. And we'll pull this man further off toward the west. This right here in its different color, that is a gale watch in effect, and this will last at least until about 4 o'clock as we head towards Saturday. Of course, we'll see these getting upgraded to warnings as we do move forward. And it's not just us. There's more alerts further off towards the south and west. This right here is a winter storm warning. It's in effect for some areas in the pink. And further down toward the south and west, I don't know if we'll get to queue up. We probably won't because we have the winter storm warnings. But this purple shade right here is an ice storm warning. It is in effect, too. And we saw on the radar earlier, and we'll show it again shortly. Of course, plenty of ice taking place near the Pennsylvania area. But moving forward, again, we're pretty quiet for now in our neck of the woods. High pressure nearby, as we'll be under a mostly cloudy sky today. But our next system starts to approach right about in here. You can see the radar right here, and plenty of purple showing up in Pennsylvania, indicating that wind stream mix with some ice that's falling in some spots, with this big area of low pressure that's stretching all the way back into parts of the Midwest, upper Midwest too, with more thunderstorms farther down toward the south. So plenty of activity going on across the good parts of the U.S., and we'll keep this going for a little while yet. Futurecast moving forward, though, we'll be under a mostly cloudy sky today. And also tonight, nothing too repetitive going on here. There might be a chance for a few flurries tonight, but I think that chance is rather small if it does happen. Then by Friday, maybe a little bit more in the way of some flurries. We'll be watching for our next system moving in from the southwest to the north and east. There'll be a slow mover with a lot of snow on land and maybe some rainfall near the coast. So we'll have to watch for a little bit of a wintry mix, or at least a mixture of rain and snow in some areas. And, of course, some gusty winds. So look how stacked the isobars are. And that will just tell you that that the winds will be pretty strong with the system now will begin to move in. As for the latest snowfall, here's kind of the general idea. At least through parts of midnight on Saturday, so at least for Friday, not a lot of snow, half inch to maybe an inch possible. We'll run this through the weekend, though, with a lot more snow possible. So the worst of it will take place on Saturday and parts of early Sunday morning, with maybe around 8 inches possible in a few spots, so maybe 6 to 9 inches in a few spots before we're all finished up. So plenty of snow to watch out for, and of course it'll run through Sunday as well. So through Saturday and at least early Monday morning, maybe around 6 to maybe 12 inches before we're all finished up there. Gusty winds are on the way yet again, reaching up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour in a few areas today, and we'll keep that going for a little while yet, and we'll even see it picking up a little bit more as we head towards tomorrow with that next system that will begin to move in. So a forecast for today, upper 30s on the way, mostly cloudy with that northeast wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. As for tonight, lower 30s, also mostly cloudy, maybe a few flurries if you're lucky. The northeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-30s, rain and snow showers moving later in the day. Minimal snow accumulations by that point. The northeast wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. The weekend, that's when more of the heavier snow moves in. Again, a wide range around 6 to maybe up to 9 inches in a few spots. That's the general idea right now. We'll see this kind of develop more as we do get closer, but then a smaller chance for rain and snow showers as we head towards your Monday.
I'm over 45, I realize I'm no spring chicken.
I know what's right for me. I got a plan to which I'm sticking.
My doc wrote me the script. Box came by mail, showed up on Friday.
I screened with Cologuard and did it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
Happy holidays from Osborne's Plumbing and Heating in Bucksport and Ellsworth, featuring boiler and furnace replacement, gas or oil. Happy holidays from Natural Living Center, featuring a huge selection of natural and organic groceries, health and beauty supplies, and much more. Merry Christmas to all from the crew at Guilford Hardware, 66 Water Street, Guilford.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dock or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Finally this noon, humans are not the only ones who need a flu shot this winter. Canine flu is hitting shelters and homes across the U.S. Symptoms like in humans include coughing, sneezing, eye and nose discharge, fever, lethargy, and trouble breathing. The American Veterinary Medical Association recommends getting your dog vaccinated for canine influenza to help prevent infection, especially if your dog spends time in a park or around other animals at a doggy daycare. I didn't know that dogs could get the flu, let alone that they could get the flu shot. Probably a good idea to have them vaccinated, though. I know in humans it's causing big problems all around the state with RSV, COVID, and now the flu outbreaks is causing big problems. We'll have more on that coming up in the days ahead. Tonight on ABC 7 News at 6, please tune in. One of the stories we're working on for you this year, for you today, is in Bucksport. They have a nativity scene that they've been setting up there for decades. Well, they got a complaint from an organization that really wants to separate the church from state functions, and they decided that they didn't want that nativity scene there. So the town took it down instead of granting this organization's wish to put up a display of their own. Again, that story and much more coming up tonight on ABC 7 News at 6. For now, I'm Craig Colson. We thank you so much for joining us this noon, and we hope you have a wonderful day.
Portal Call in Bucksport is closing its doors after 17 years in business. All inventory is on sale, including Christmas jewelry, pajamas,